Hey, hey, hey! Justin's taking a piss out his pussy. We're out here. Welcome back. Minnesota Bill.
Minnesota Bill, boy!
Minnesota Bill. Just got done editing the other video. Here's a J35. Swapped the oil pump housing. Put the manual tensioner. The good time belt. We put the J32 intake on.
We're actually, I was gonna wait because I don't have a knock sensor on this motor, but fuck the knock sensor. I'm just gonna slap it together.
Yeah. So
actually, what we could say is we figured out why the motor blew up. So, long story short, going back and forth with the tuner and other people, looking at plugs and maybe diluted oil and fucking whatever. We looked at every option. The main contributor to, it's gonna sound bad, the tuner blowing up my car, was because he didn't sync the timing right away. He never did it. And he did say he wasn't sure how to do it, and then we proceeded to do the tune. And I should have stopped the tune there and called it out, or he should have also stopped the tune and called it out, but he didn't. And anyways, what we're thinking is, what I'm relatively sure on is, even on a J, it's got coil packs. It doesn't have a distributor. There's nothing to adjust, except on the AEM, you can go in there and plus or minus retard or advance the timing while using a timing gun to match it. That never happened. So, talking to the J series group pages, there was a guy that almost had 13 degrees timing wrong, advanced from what the computer saw to what the engine really did. So the engine was actually 13 degrees timing above what was projected on the AEM. And that right there, even though he said the timing was mild, it was, fair. On the computer, the motor was actually shooting timing a lot farther than that. And that's the only plausible explanation for all the detonation and melted pistons. Granted, the knock sensor should have worked. It didn't. That could have been a brand new part fail. But by listening to the motor revving out and everything, the tuner should have had experience to understand that was a problem. And to me, it was just all exciting and everything going on. And I thought I said right away to Darren, I was like, that doesn't sound right. But I'm not a tuner, so I don't know if there's something going on that, like, in the tune that he's working on or whatever, things like that. So, long story short, timing wasn't shot. It was advanced, melted down my engine. It is what it is. I'm not going to get into it with him about it and fight. I'm just not going to go back to him as a tuner. He's just not professional enough in that aspect. So,
anyway, back to the motor.
Back to the motor.
So yeah, I got time belt,
tensioner, VTEC, all that.
Yep. We got a new one of these mounts because Justin stripped one of these out because he's fucking retarded.
Yep. True story.
Anyhow,
wasn't wrong.
Yeah, she's I think we got a bolt and button everything back together.
Yeah. Intake, injectors, gaskets, and actually we're gonna wait to do that until it's in the car for the harness.
Yeah.
But
and then put the clutch, obviously, and then
Darren fucking stripped out one of my brand fucking new flywheel bolts because they're like a special length for the J series because they use a dual mass flywheel.
And then this is the flywheel and clutch and blah blah blah, all that.
Yeah,
still
actually,
good.
For being an STD, it's actually still in pretty good condition. I'm surprised. It chatters a lot, but it worked, never slipped. So cheap clutch worked out.
Yep. So you need a special bolt for that. And
I already ordered them.
I'm not gonna point fingers here, but
they're all on the way. I got new.
I'm not gonna point fingers here, but I was told by a good friend of ours.
Not me.
Just not even him. But he just said to buzz them off, and it had a mile-long fucking
and when you do it, you should always use a short 12 socket, and then apply a lot of pressure from the back because there's not a lot of depth for the bolt to catch. And if you're off a little bit, or it'll pop off and it'll just strip the fucking bolt.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I guess no one really cares. Justin does a little bit, but we gotta take the harness out, all the mounts off,
shifter,
all that jizz stuff.
Clutch line.
Tomorrow we might be going to Lonnie's.
Lanathon.
To fix a broken piece on this, and then after that, we're gonna slap everything together, throw it in the car.
If everything goes like 100% like kosher, this car piece of shit, will be running and driving in like 2 weeks. Not even.
Yep. So this thing is it's gonna be in the video that we just edited, but she's a pile. You're never gonna believe what we paid for it, but we haven't paid for it yet. But
well, what's this we thing? You're helping me?
Well. You see here, I'm one of Justin's really good friends here.
He's a bitch.
I've known him probably like almost coming on 2 years now. Nice. Smells like his pussy. But anyway, but I'm one of the only people that help this guy out when it comes to cleaning the garage.
You also make 90% of the mess.
But I clean up after myself.
That you do not.
Yes.
Not until I fucking hound you.
Yes. Well, after we put the 5-speed swap in the sedan, I cleaned
When
everything.
Tranny sat here for fucking a month.
Where was I supposed to put it?
Put it in the trunk.
No, dude. Everything that I didn't use from the engine bay is in the backseat of the sedan.
It's still there.
But yeah, so I help this guy literally with everything.
He does. I gotta give him credit.
Tomorrow.
Don't say it.
I know.
Say it.
I know.
Tomorrow's a big surprise. Maybe.
But
What are we gonna go do at least? Don't say what it is, but what are we gonna do?
We're gonna drive an hour and a half
Yep.
to go look at a vehicle that might purchase. Well, just might purchase.
It's something I used to have one of these before, got rid of it, really need another one. And it's a big enough purchase that I got to get a loan for it because I don't want to pull money out of my savings. But I'm going to bring you guys along with because it's if it works out and it's a vehicle like I think it is, it's a little overpriced, but is it nice.
The market right now for these said things is super crazy. It's like the Honda market. If any of you guys
like this shell, I could easily get like $47,000 for.
Oh yeah,
in today's market, and that's like lowballing myself.
But anyway, so back to this.
Yeah.
We got a price of $75.
Yes, sir.
Fucking mint. I mean,
To be fair, I used to own this,
yeah,
and I gave it to him for like 7 nickels.
yeah. And
So-
we're giving him 7 nickels back.
6 nickels. 6 nickels.
Anyway,
Inflation.
so yeah, here it is.
It's a piece of shit. I mean, like, it's
Right.
rotted to fuck. But,
Gonna get beat to live in hell.
yeah, but it's good for winter. Like, who gives a fuck?
We figured out kind of a rundown. We got to get rid of the power steering. I already welded up the
Yep, put the
bungs.
plugs in there so it doesn't leak. Pull out the AC.
Yeah, got to cut this mount off.
We're going to do that here pretty quick. We're going to do the clutch line.
Yep.
I got to unbolt this and move it so I can get the bracket in for the J mount.
We got to take the rear post mount off, put the other one on, blah, blah, blah.
That's the rear engine mount, not post mount, you dummy.
Whatever.
You're done,
Clutch line.
We got autistic Andrew.
We need a brake line over there too.
Yeah,
Before
well, I got some somewhere. But
before we
anyways,
drop and blow it up.
basically, long story short, Jay's going in here. We're gonna start ripping apart the coupe to get the parts I need. The like you already talked about for this piece of shit. And when I have the other motor over there and the heads fixed and all together, then I can pull this, scrap the car, put everything back in the J or the coupe.
But we need to talk about something. We haven't talked. We talked about this one time.
We're already hitting almost 10 minutes. So what do you
That's
got?
all right.
What do you
That's
got?
all right. We need a plan today to paint this thing.
Yes.
Also, so do you want to do that with the motor in, or do you want to do that with the motor out?
It don't matter because the hood can be shut.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still.
Yeah.
Well, it's a carbon fiber hood. You're really gonna paint it?
Fuck yeah, who cares about this piece of shit? There's like holes in it. I might have to cut this up anyway for the intake.
Yeah.
So
That color's still coming. I don't know if he's changed.
should we leave it a surprise?
I think we should.
All right. So I told Darren when we were picking this up that he can choose any color he wants to paint the car. I don't give a fuck if it's like gold. Like I don't give a shit. The thing's a piece of shit. Like who cares? Like look at this window. Like who can't go buy a $50 window? They put plexiglass in.
The funny thing is, the window's actually in the back.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, how Zach put it together?
Right back there.
But anyways, long story short, Darren picked the color out. It's gonna get painted this color. We're painting over the rust. Not even gonna clean it, wash it, no body work. No. Just it's gonna look like the town fucking res runner.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a
and
shit?
It's gonna be one off in this town anyway. So if Justin is going through town and he's being loud,
I'm gonna definitely get pulled over.
They're gonna know.
So we're gonna get to work ripping some shit apart. We're gonna spend like an hour or two here rendering the next video for you guys. Also, I'm on TikTok, Minnesota Built, me and Darren's page, posting on TikTok quite often. Yeah. So anyways, we'll get to it. We're gonna get on the time lapse. We're gonna start ripping shit apart and putting shit in. So stay tuned. do you know, buddy?
Mounts are in. Cut this one off. You'll see in the time lapse, I might have fucked it with my finger trying to move it, so Justin will have to see if he can fix it on when we're editing. Got this one in. She's all bolted. That one's in. Put that one in. Drill the hole for our harness to go through. Drill a hole for our cables to go through. You just gotta find them.
Yep.
Got the, I don't know what type of what you would call this harness, but
this part's the conversion.
Okay,
harness.
so we got the conversion harness ran. It's plugged into a plug over there.
Yep.
These are hooked up to the ECU plugs, and this is gonna go to the
engine harness.
Engine harness,
which is up here in the bag.
Yep.
So I got a PJ Walters, PJCustoms.com full harness and conversion in one. Killer deal, killer product, super good quality. So that goes to that plugged on the conversion. Then your ECU AM is what I got. Goes to this. That's all of the engine harness plugs, and then I made 2 custom, just fucking cheap alternator and battery wires for the fuse box. Real quick. So honestly, give them a rundown on the tranny.
Tomorrow we're going over to Lonathan's to hopefully you can weld the tranny up and
fix that broken thread.
Get it, fix it. We got to throw the clutch and flywheel on the J35.
Although I am missing my flywheel bolts. I need that last one before the tranny goes on. They're on the way. I already ordered them.
Okay, well.
Hopefully they'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see if they're here tomorrow, but if they're here tomorrow and everything goes to plan, this motor should be in the ship box tag.
And
we should have it running.
We should be able to fire it.
Yep. So. Should be able to start it. I don't know what else we have left on it.
No, we got to pull out the shifter and the cables from the coupe and put them in here.
Then we got to grab those coolant lines and put them on this one.
Coolant lines? No, I'm going to go buy new ones. I don't, because they're copper. I don't want to fuck with them since they're already on there.
Yeah.
We'll cut those ones off.
So then we got that. We got the shifter.
Honestly, we're just waiting on the tranny and the flywheel bolts, and this motor's in and running.
Yeah, if the tranny wasn't broke and the flywheel bolts didn't get stripped,
you know, the one that you did,
we could have really shot for getting this in the car tonight.
Yeah, that's plausible.
We could have at least bolted it in tomorrow. We could have finished it up, and we could even possibly drove it.
Yeah, that's true as well. I might have to like chop the fuck out of this to fit the alternator. See, this car I don't give a shit about, so I can cut up the fucking core support all I want to make the radiator fit nice. But anyways, this is going to wrap it up for today. We'll bring you guys along with tomorrow. I'll come here and get the camera as long as I don't forget. And we're going to bring you guys along for the ride, for the surprise tomorrow. If it all goes the way I want it to, we're going to have a new vehicle, shop vehicle, and you guys will get to check it out. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, welcome back to Minnesota Built. So it's been a few days since that last clip that you just watched. We did, in fact, go get a new shop vehicle. I'll show you guys in a second. Better news, we're moving on with the J Series. So, my buddy took the tranny, welded up that broken piece, tapped the holes with some new bolts and bigger ones. It seems sturdy. We're gonna see if it all works out and if it lasts or whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna throw you guys on a time lapse, but I'm gonna put the tranny on the motor, get the motor in the car, and you know, I still got to pull the fuel pressure regulator and the cables and the shifter out of that one. But let's go take a trip outside and I'll show you guys what we picked up for a new shop vehicle. Alrighty, as you guys can see here, this is I know you can't really see it, but this is my new to me GMC Sierra 2004 2500 HD Duramax. So heated leather. Oh god, you guys can't see shit. Oh yeah, you can barely see anything. So I'll try to put some pics in real quick so you can see those, but you know. A little bit of high miles, but it's a really clean body for the year. And it has about $10,000 worth of engine work that was done to it. Head gaskets, injectors, glow plugs, gaskets, water pump, manifolds, all that kind of shit. So that's the reason why I picked it up. Runs good, no check engine light, everything works. Nathaniel's in here with his piece of shit trying to get it done. He just did a new radiator and thermostat and other shit. So I'll probably throw you guys on a time lapse, and I'm gonna get to well, yeah, we did a whole motor in it too, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw the clutch on the motor and the tranny on there and try to get it bolted into the piece of shit that doesn't deserve it, but it's getting it anyway. So stay tuned.